So hello and a very good morning, YouTube. I am full of energy today. I just feel it inside. I hope you all had a great time as well. It's Puja time, Durga Puja 2023. Today is Navami. I'm out with Mia, the baby GS. So what are we discussing today? We are discussing suspension and brakes of this motorcycle. Suspension is the main highlight of this motorcycle, okay? If you plan to buy this motorcycle, trust me, that's the most vital thing in the motorcycle that is going to impress you. That is the reason I thought let's make a dedicated video on suspension and brakes. Why brakes? Because brakes are partially dependent and related to the suspension of a motorcycle. So that's why I'm going to discuss both of them together in this video. I am not going to talk about the figures much, guys. I'll just put a screenshot. You can have a look at the spec. It's somewhere around 180 mm travel front and rear both, so that gives you a very good feel in the road while you ride the motorcycle straight. This suspension setup is a little bit on the softer side, okay? I won't say it's very soft, but it is on the softer side. So for a suspension to be tuned on the softer side, you can't expect the motorcycle to be very good in the corners. So they are not intended for cornering either. On the contrary, for the suspension being the way it is, you see this particular pothole that if we go over it at a speed of around 40 with any other non-adventure oriented motorcycle, so it's going to give a lot of jerk. But in this motorcycle, it can soak up these things like a charm. And together with a very good quality tire, which are Metzeler Torrents, it gives you a very, very, very good feel. Now watch me, okay, as I take this corner. So it's not bad, okay, but at the same time, you should not expect very good cornering in this motorcycle. The small ups and downs in the roads, undulation in the roads, small to medium level undulation in the road is soaked up like anything. It just eats them up. Whenever I ride this motorcycle, I hardly have to see the tarmac. I hardly have to follow the tarmac, especially when I'm on my known roads, because whatever comes under the wheel is going to be taken care of by the suspension. That is the level of confidence which I get from the suspension. Now watch this. Now this is on purpose, okay? So these things, I don't know how much you're able to see in the camera, but if you go over these with any other non-adventure standard suspension oriented motorcycle, equipped motorcycle, you're definitely going to have to slow down. Otherwise you're going to have a suspension bottom out and it's going to hit you. It's not a good feeling, we all know that. So now that is something which is completely taken care of by this suspension setup, and that is something which I absolutely love about this motorcycle. As I said, that is the only thing which could alone win your heart about this motorcycle. And now let me give you a little bit of explanation about the brakes of this motorcycle. Now why brakes are related to the suspension, a few of you all might know this, but for people who don't know this, when we brake a vehicle, a motorcycle, so the suspension plays, right? We all know that. So the kind of suspension setup that is there in your motorcycle is going to give you different kind of feel when you brake. So the brakes of this motorcycle are way better than the feel which it gives you. Now that is because of the suspension. It has got such long travel suspension, so when you brake, it gives you a nosedive. I mean, the bike, you know, it does nosedive a lot. So that could be an issue initially for few people, but you can count on my words, you are definitely going to get adjusted to it within, say, around 50-60 kilometers, and it's not going to bother you. But yes, what I have understood, what I have felt, if there's an emergency and you need to hard brake, you know, in such situation, the bike could, you know, make you a little bit nervous because of the nosedive again. So, and since it is equipped with ABS, obviously, so before the braking takes place completely, the suspension is going to make you feel a little bit nervous, and after that the ABS is going to come into action. So the overall feel when you hard brake on this motorcycle is going to be a lot different than any other, you know, standard motorcycle. So you have to get adjusted to that thing prior to, you know, utilizing this motorcycle completely. That is something which you should definitely keep in your mind. So part of my video didn't get recorded because the GoPro suddenly, you know, accidentally shut down by itself. So I kept on recording and it didn't record, and fortunately I came to know about it and then I stopped over here. So I'm going to continue from where it had stopped recording again. It's an electronic item, so it can also malfunction at times. No issues, my dear GoPro. What the... First of all, apologies that I'm not wearing gloves today. Somehow I didn't feel like, but I don't support it, I don't advise it. Please do make sure that you wear proper riding gears, including gloves and boots and a good helmet while you ride a motorcycle, okay? Yep, so now let's talk about the rear brake of this motorcycle. Surprisingly, they are quite bitey. I mean, when compared to other standard motorcycles, which is not an adventure motorcycle, the rear brake of this motorcycle is a lot more bitier. That could be, you know, since a lot of people are going to take this motorcycle to hardcore off-roading, and over there people saddle, you know, they stand on the foot peg of the motorcycle and they ride. So under such circumstances, there could be possibilities, there could be a need of using the rear brake alone, not the front brake. So maybe for that reason, the rear brake of this motorcycle is a lot more bitier. When you start riding this motorcycle, you got to get adjusted to that as well. If you are a rear brake person, when a manufacturer engineers a particular braking system of a motorcycle, they do it keeping in mind that the user, the rider, is going to use both the brakes together. So if you use both the brakes together, there is no reason to worry. The overall braking is fantabulous. But yes, you have to keep in mind that the suspension travel is a lot than standard motorcycle. So when you brake, you're going to feel a lot of suspension wavering. You know, when buying of an adventure motorcycle was in a planning stage in my mind, so the first thing for which I wanted an adventure motorcycle was not off-roading. Generally people buy these for mild off-roading and touring, but my objective was to, you know, ride comfortably in our Indian roads, on our Indian roads. See these undulations, these are what I'm talking about. If you can see these, so these are there everywhere. So I wanted a motorcycle to ride without worrying about these at all, and that is completely, that I am completely satisfied with this motorcycle. That aspect is completely being taken care of. So that's about the suspension of this motorcycle. If you have any other queries, you could definitely ask me in the comment section. I plan to make a lot of these kind of videos regarding this motorcycle. The next one is going to be electricals. Okay, I'm going to talk about the horn, the switch gear, the lighting system of this motorcycle, and there is a notorious issue that a lot of BMW owner had faced regarding the battery of this motorcycle suddenly dying. So I'm going to talk about that a little as well. I, as of now, have not faced that issue. So yep, stay tuned for all such videos, guys, coming up very, very soon. Let's pull it a little bit, shall we? Now don't do this ever inside the city, okay guys? Don't do this ever. I generally don't do this. I'm pretty sure you have never found me doing this, but कभी कभार चलता है यार, कभी कभार मुझे भी I am pretty sure you could relate what I'm trying to explain. Nonetheless, my earnest request to each one of you all: never, never, never overspeed inside the city. Always abide by the law, always abide by the speed limit of any road. I may be getting a ticket for this, I know. Sometimes, you know, the temptation overrides your principles. It happens, it happens. So anyways, I am pretty sure that you are having a gala time this Durga Puja 2023. I had an awesome puja this year. A lot of different stuffs happened. A lot different. I cannot talk about them over here. Anyway. So yep, we'll meet again very, very soon with another video, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, then do hit the like button, share this video with your friends and family, and do hit the subscribe button if you're absolutely new to this channel. A lot of these technical stuffs, a lot of these informative stuffs, I keep on uploading them. It's my hobby. If you're interested, so I would request please to hit the subscribe button and of course the bell notification icon beside it, so that you do not miss any of my future updates. And this time it got recorded as I could see the GoPro, but another problem popped up, that is the GoPro camera angle got a little bit tilted. Maybe it happened when I was doing that speed. So nonetheless, I'll take a leave now, guys. Thank you for watching, thank you for supporting my channel. Bye bye, take care. GoPro, stop recording.